What is up, guys? RetroRick here, and you're watching my guy, Retro Obsessed.
What's going on, everyone? How we doing today? It's your boy, Retro Obsessed. We are back with another video. This time, we got a challenge sent to us today from my good buddy, Jeremy, aka Wartrain Wins. This is my top 10 favorite games of all time. Let's go, baby. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Before we get started, if you are into all things retro from the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, from video games, movies, music, toys, and more, you came to the right channel. Go ahead, do me a favor right now, hit that red subscribe button for me, hit that bell to be notified of my new videos coming out every week or two for you so you don't miss it. In today's episode, I got nominated by my good buddy Jeremy, aka Wartrain Wins. Absolutely amazing friend of mine, badass YouTuber. I mean, his channel blew up fast. I literally followed him ever since he had only a couple hundred subscribers. I've been there since the beginning, and to see his channel grow as much as it has in the little time that it has is absolutely amazing. So kudos to you. Congrats, Jeremy, for getting your channel monetized and all that. But anyway, he nominated me for a YouTube challenge going around, which is my top 10 favorite video games of all time.
And the first one being Retro Obsessed.
Very hard challenge to do. You know, if you want to sit there and nominate 10 games, it's almost impossible. I did bring my favorite top 10 games that I pretty much go to on a regular basis. I sit there, I look on the couch and be like, what game do I want to play? And the game that I think of automatically, I added that to the pile. I just sat there and went, okay, if I were to play a game right now, what would I choose? And I go to the wall, and the first game I picked up, I put it on this table. I did that 10 times until I came across 10 games that are pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, before we get into the games, I now have to nominate 5 other people or 5 other YouTube channels to do this challenge. And pretty much every single person that I had in mind, with the exception of a few, they were already nominated from other people. So I'm gonna nominate 6 people. You're supposed to nominate 5, but I'm gonna do 6 people just in case 1 or 2 people, they just can't do it. They're busy. Things happen. It is what it is. So I'm gonna nominate 6 people, 6 YouTubers. And if anyone knows these guys personally, let them know about my video that I challenged them to a top 10 favorite video game challenge of all time. Alright, so the people that I'm gonna nominate are...
Pause for effect.
My good buddies, Do You Nerd, Tom and Lacey, absolutely amazing people. Beautifully done video editing. They go to tons and tons of cons and expos. Just laid back, down-to-earth people. Some of the most down-to-earth people you will ever find. Absolutely amazing channel. So Tom, Lacey, Do You Nerd, I'm nominating you. And second, I'm going to nominate a very good friend of mine, Andy, aka PacmanCase. A really good friend of mine. Absolutely one of the best YouTube channels I've ever seen in a long time. His video editing is top notch. I guess he used to be some sort of video filming industry, something like that. In the previous, which definitely helped him out, helps his YouTube channel. Absolutely amazing. I learned so much stuff from watching his videos, so thank you for all your information, and thank you all that you do in the YouTube community. But buddy, I am calling you out on this challenge. Alright, third, if you saw in the intro to this channel, good buddy of mine, RetroRick.
For my son!
Awesome. One of the biggest retro YouTubers out there. And just another down-to-earth guy. You think someone with over 100,000 subscribers would have too much time to answer a simple question, a simple message to Instagram. But you know what? He's not that kind of guy. I've actually unsubscribed to a couple channels because, they're hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and they literally won't even answer their YouTube videos. They won't answer anything in person. Yeah, because if you're not even going to answer a certain question, you're not going to answer your fans and stuff like that, then I'm sorry, we gotta part ways. This is about the community. This is about your fans. This is about your subscribers, about your followers, not about you. Every person that I nominate today is just all around good-hearted people. So, RetroRick, I am calling you out, buddy. Your top 10 favorite video games of all time. And next up, really good friends of mine. I say this all the time, but these guys are really good friends of mine. I've met these guys in person numerous amount of times. We went to the Rarity movie premiere a couple months ago in Hollywood together. I've met with a few of them personally just to go out and bullshit, game hunt, and have some lunch too. It was so awesome. So I am calling out the boys at Pixel Game Squad, Riff, Gabbo, Mikey, and or Ricky. Oh, I want to see what your guys' top 10 favorite video game of all time is. All right, another guy that I've actually got to know over the past maybe year or so. Really cool guy. We've actually personally done a few trades here and there. He actually got a vintage Ninja Turtle backpack that I had for sale, and he gave me, he traded me a, I want to say it was Super Bowl for the NES, but it was the little bit higher end one, and some cash for the backpacks. So it was a killer deal for both of us. We both got what we wanted, and we've been talking ever since. Really good dude, and that is Retro Reminiscence. I'm calling you out, buddy. Your top 10 favorite games of all time. And last for my list today, this is number 6. Like I said, just in case someone can't really do it, someone gets busy, you know, it's the holidays, it happens. But even if it's after the holidays, it's okay as long as it gets done. But I am calling out none other than John Riggs. Yes, you heard me right, John Riggs. If anybody can tag him in this video, let him know that he's been challenged. I would love to see his top 10 favorite video games of all time. Alright, so now with my nominations out of the way, I can go ahead and get right down to my video games. I have them in basically from 10 all the way to number 1. Alright, so my number 10 favorite video game of all time, this is actually a PC game. This is American Truck Simulator. I have fell in love with this game for the past 3 months. I have literally been streaming it every single day for about 3 or 4 days a week for about 4 to 5 hours a night. I have over 100 hours into this. Just absolutely beautiful gameplay. Full 4K settings, the most realistic roads you've ever seen in a video game, because it is more of a simulation style game. You know, you sit there, you have to buy a small truck, you got to do loads, you can empty the loads, you got to get money for it, you got to start upgrading your truck. Soon you got to buy a new truck, you got to buy a trailer, and when you get enough money, you got to start buying employees and paying them to do jobs. And it's just, it's overwhelming. They're getting ready to do Texas. They're getting ready to release Texas, which is going to be an awesome update. I can't wait for that. Texas is one of my favorite states ever. But yeah, American Truck Simulator. Been playing this hardcore for the past 3 months or so. Absolutely in love with it. Like I said, I have over 100 hours into this thing so far, and you're never going to finish it, which is why I love simulation style games, because you're never going to finish it. There's always going to be an update, so you can always play it. Awesome game. If you want to try it on PC, I want to say it's on sale right now for like $15. Really good deal. Really good deal. I actually already had the game. I downloaded it from Steam, but because I loved it so much, I went and bought the physical copy on eBay. I only paid like $5 for it just to have a physical copy. That's how much I love this game so much. Awesome game. Highly recommended. On my top 10 favorite games of all time is Mario Kart Wii. Absolutely love this game. If anyone knows me, knows that I love Mario Kart. It's actually my favorite franchise ever. All the way from Super Mario Kart. I have original Super Mario Kart. I even have Super Mario Kart on my Super Famicom. I have every single Mario Kart game ever made. I have board games. I have RC cars, toys. You name it, I have it. That's on Super Mario Kart. I love. Not enough love for Mario Kart, and Mario Kart Wii is actually my favorite Mario Kart of the franchise. When they introduced the wheel with it, that you can put the controller in it and actually drive it like a real car, and the physics were actually very good for the time being. The graphics were really good for Nintendo Wii, for the Mario Kart, and for the steering wheel, it didn't have much lag at all. It was really, if you had fresh, really good batteries, a Motion Plus controller, the steering was extremely good for the Nintendo Wii, in my opinion. So, like I said, Mario Kart Wii is actually my favorite game in the franchise, and that's my number 9 game of all time. All right, number 8 on my list. This is also one of my favorite franchises, and that is Gran Turismo. I absolutely love Gran Turismo, the ultimate driving simulation racing game of all time. I have almost every single game that's ever made, all the way from the Gran Turismo 1 for the PS1, all the way up to Gran Turismo Sport for the PS4, and yes, I will be getting Gran Turismo 7 when it gets released soon. I love the realism of it. I love the look, the feel, the gameplay, the first-person view of these games are absolutely beautiful. The scenery is absolutely gorgeous, and it gets better and better every single time. And with the Gran Turismo Sport, with a nice 4K HDR TV, it is absolutely beautiful to play. And on a racing simulator, it gets even better. I do have a full Thrustmaster racing simulator, and this game on it is absolutely gorgeous. But if I had to pick my favorite Gran Turismo in this series, it would actually be Gran Turismo 5 for the PS3. Just the physics and graphics alone, that when they switched from the PS2 to the PS3 from Gran Turismo 5, absolutely just phenomenal. Insanely upgraded from the PS2 to the PS3 versions. And Gran Turismo 5, they added more actual customizations to the vehicles, whereas like the newer ones, you can't really customize them too much. So that's why I actually prefer Gran Turismo 5, because there's actually more customizations on the vehicles compared to the newer ones. So Gran Turismo 5 is my number 8 pick. And number 7 on the list is WrestleMania 2000, baby. Absolutely love this game. Amazing graphics for the time being, at least. You know, when we were teenagers, you popped this game in when you first bought it over at Kmart or Toys R Us, KB Toys, wherever you bought it, you pop this in and you see The Undertaker coming out with his famous, his famous music, his famous intro. You literally had goosebumps on your arms and on your legs from the amount of badass graphics that this game had. To this day, when I go to the N64 section, the first game I grab is WrestleMania 2000. Absolutely beautiful game. I love this game. Love the gameplay, love the characters. I love the intros. Intros are always the best part. No matter what game I buy for the wrestling, I will literally go through and watch every single person's intro before I even play the game. And this one, absolutely beautiful intros. I loved it. Love the gameplay. Like I said, the graphics were great for the time. Love the physics. And I just, an all-around, probably one of my favorite wrestling games of all time. But yeah, that's my number 7 game, WrestleMania 2000, Nintendo 64. Number 6 on my list, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater number 1 on the PS1. Going from the Nintendo 64 Tony Hawk Play Skater to the PS1, absolutely mind-boggling. The graphics upgrade, just the sound of the music, the sound of the background ambience, the sound of the gameplay, the graphics of the players, the graphics of the actual gameplay itself. Everything was just an absolutely beautifully done for the time being. From the last previous version that we had to this version, absolutely amazing. Probably one of the best soundtracks ever to any game, I think, is from Tony Hawk Play Skater 1. Awesome game there. That's my number 6. All right, y'all. The next 3 are a little bit more retro, but my number 5 game of all time is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the original one for the NES. Absolutely love this game. No, I have not beat it. I have yet to beat this game. I have watched my some friends of mine that actually stream this game doing speed runs and beat this game in like 25 minutes. And here I am, almost 40 years old, and I have not been able to beat this game yet. It's just absolutely insane. So you don't realize how hard these games were until you hit, almost 40 years old. When you're older and you don't have a Game Genie to pop in and do all the cheat codes, you don't realize how hard this game is. I literally cannot get past the water stage on this game. And if I did when I was younger, I don't remember. I actually did, I don't know if you can see it, but I did just recently get a Game Genie that was given to me by my uncle. So I'm gonna pop that in and play this and see if I can't beat the game finally. But yeah, number 5 on my list, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NES number 1. Number 4 on my list, Rock and roll racing, baby. Yes, absolutely love this game. I stream it probably at least once a month. Probably the best soundtrack for an older cartridge-based game. I mean, 16-bit versions of Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath, Bruce Springsteen, all that good music toned down to 16 bits.
Viper was lost out there.
It's super awesome. I love it. Great gameplay. I actually have beat this game and I beat it on stream, which is super awesome. It gets very difficult, but anyone that knows me knows that I love racing games. And just an old school arcade retro feel. You go around a racetrack and that's it. But super fun game. Very addicting. Amazing game. If you haven't played this yet, highly recommend this one. Rock and roll racing, my number 4 pick. All right, y'all, we're almost done. My number 3 pick, greatest game of all time, is Crazy Taxi, baby, on the Sega Dreamcast. So many awesome memories of this game. Especially being in the arcade. This is an amazing arcade port. I remember going to Round Table as a kid, going to the sticker machine, throwing in my 50 cents and popping out some awesome foil stickers, and I would go to the arcade section and automatically play Crazy Taxi and Hydro Thunder. That was my 2 main games I would always play, and they were both the sit down ones and an actual arcade racing style. Another absolutely beautifully done game. The graphics are amazing, the gameplay is awesome, the music is amazing, and actually this is the number 1 game that has the most copyright infringements due to all the brands. So the newest one that they just released and the updated version of this game, they didn't have all the brands, all the buildings like the Levi's, KFC and all that due to the copyright rules, which really sucks. But playing this game, seeing all those old Pizza Hut, KFC, Round Table, all the airports, the Circuit City, the Radio Shack, it's just so cool, and it brings back such nostalgia. Driving down the roads in San Francisco and seeing all those buildings, hopping the trolley in a yellow taxi cab, it doesn't get much better than that. Crazy Taxi, Sega Dreamcast, my number 3 favorite video game of all time. Now, we have 2 down, and it was really hard to pick a winner between these 2 and pick a second and first place, but I thought about it, and then I did the same thing. I said, okay, what game do I want to play the most? If I were to see these 2 on the shelf, I ran it, and the first one I grabbed, that's my number 1. So that's sitting over here. So, that being said, my number 2 favorite game of all time, Mike Tyson Punch-Out, baby. Absolutely love this game. This is another game I have yet to beat, and I know a lot of people can probably honestly say that without cheating. They haven't been able to beat this game. I know this is more of a memory style game because you have to figure out exactly where the guys are bobbing, where they're bobbing and weaving, where they're hitting, when to block, and then when to reverse and punch. I know it's more of a memory game. Me having short-term memory myself and ADD and a little bit of dyslexia, it makes it really hard to play this style of games, but I absolutely love this game. It's very hard to stream this game without original hardware because of the delay and the lag. I have tried a few times, but the amount of delay, it makes it very difficult to play the game. Pretty much know for a fact I have not been able to get past the fat guy. I forgot his name, but I will put a little video here. The big guy with the boxers that fall, whatever his name is, I don't remember offhand. He's the one that I have not been able to pass till this day. You know, I have a two CRT TVs that I can play at any time. I'll pop it in and see if I'll play for about 2 or 3 hours and not be able to pass that guy. It really sucks. And I'm the type of guy who I will not look on YouTube. I won't look on videos on how to do it. I just sit there and I play and I play and I play and I try to beat it on my own. I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna have to look up YouTube and try to figure out what's the best way to beat these guys so I can honestly say I can beat this game. Very difficult game, but very awesome game. I love this game. All right, we are down to my last game. Knowing what types of video games that I like. If you have followed my channel for a while and you followed my Twitch streams, you know exactly what I like to play. All right, y'all give up? Did you guess? My all-time favorite video game is
In, out.
Need for Speed Underground 2. I know a lot of you probably going, Oh, what the hell? A racing game is your favorite video game? Yes, that's me. You know, racing is my all-time favorite genre video game, all the way down from Pole Position, from Atari, all the way up from Gran Turismo Sport. I absolutely love any and all racing games, kart racing, vehicular racing, all that kind of racing. Street racing is obviously my favorite. I grew up in the street racing scene. I had family in the street racing scene. I was a street racer at one time with a modified Honda Accord, with a modified imported motor from Japan. You know, I was massively into the street racing scene when I was younger. I always have been. I always will be. All of my cars are always basically inspired by Paul Walker. I have a decal on my cars. Every single car I own, it always says inspired by Paul Walker. Street racing games are my all-time favorite games to go around, and Need for Speed Underground 2 is my all-time favorite game to play. The soundtrack is amazing. Snoop Dogg, Riders on the Storm. As soon as you hear that song, you know it's this game. As soon as you see the hot chick in the intro screen, without even any words, you know exactly what game it is. That's why I love it. It has such a massive following. They have it on multiple platforms. I have it on the PS2 and the Nintendo GameCube. Both look amazing. I actually prefer playing it on the game because I have a Wii in my living room that is hooked up to an HDMI adapter that is hooked up to my 4K TV. So I play Need for Speed Underground 2 on my Wii through the adapter in full 4K, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I was actually thinking about streaming it, and I actually have the 4K upscaled game version of Need for Speed Underground 2. I haven't been able to stream it because it's a little bit higher tier, but I haven't tried it with my new computer build yet. I just got done building a beefy, badass new $5,000 computer, and it's been basically handling everything I've been able to throw at it. So I'm gonna try, can't wait to try to stream that pretty soon and see how it comes out. But yeah, Need for Speed Underground 2, amazing, amazing game, beautifully done. The scenery, the vehicles, the customizations, I mean, you can literally do anything you want to your car on this game, which is why I love it. Body kits, lower it, lift it, wide tires, small tires, camber your tires, stance your tires, put a big ass spoiler, put no spoiler, tint your windows green if you want, underground neon. You can even update your stereo system, have big ass speakers and TVs in your trunk, TVs in your dash. You can literally do it all on this game. So, Need for Speed Underground 2, my all-time favorite game ever. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Alright y'all, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed my top 10 favorite games of all time. Let me know if you enjoyed any of these games. I'd love to hear from you guys. I actually acknowledge every single person that comes into my YouTube and says something. And don't forget, we have Do You Nerd, PacmanCase, RetroRick, Pixel Game Squad, including Riff, Gabbo, Mikey, and Ricky, Retro Reminiscence, and John Riggs. I nominate you guys to show me your top 10 favorite video games of all time. I am retro obsessed. It's an obsession, baby. Have a good one, y'all. Be safe out there. Peace.
Hadouken!